Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun, on Twitter at filmmyrun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com.
Messed up my beginning again. Never mind. Welcome to Monday Run Club, live on Film My Run, live on the New York course in Zwift. I fear we may get dizzy today because we're basically running round and round the 2.5 kilometre circuit round the lake. So it might be a little bit busy. It might be a little bit of a dizzy ride. I'm the group leader tonight, so Group B is my group. So nice steady run, gradually increasing the pace as we go. And you can see there we're at 9.7 kilometres an hour, and we're just going to go slowly. So Russ Crowder is saying hello to Johnny Noblet, Johnny Noblet is saying hello back, and we're all happy. Don't know what happened with my music there. That's twice it's done that. It doesn't start till like later on. Anyway, never mind. We're getting on with it. Loving the New York course, but I have to say, I am loving the overhead rooftop roads more than this section we're on tonight. So hopefully at some point we'll be able to get to run either Monday Run Club or Wednesday workout up on those rooftop glass roads. I've not got my fan on tonight because I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to work too hard. But whenever I say that, it's always a disaster, isn't it? And then I found myself puffing and panting trying to get the workout finished. Lots of sets of 800 metres tonight. Each 800 metre set, we just increase the pace a little bit. And then at one point we drop back down again and then we go up again. Thanks for the ride on, guys. Hello, Ryan. So welcome to New York. If you've not seen New York before, this is our brand new course on Zwift. And we've been running on it for about 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days? 3 or 4 days? 4 or 5, something like that anyway. And we're all loving it. I think the agreement seems to be that it is pretty much the best course that Zwift have produced since Watopia. I do like London still, but yeah, this is great. New York is awesome. Peter Denny's on. Hello everyone, he says. And he's already run today, so he gets off this evening. And Dean, hello Dean. And he's looking forward to joining us on his day off. Yeah, Russ says it's a good turnout tonight. Yeah, it does look like a good turnout. Quite a few in Group B tonight. Not loads in Group A, or in Group A, I think. So this is the end of our warm-up. And when we get to the first set, we do 800 metres at 10.7 kilometres an hour. Thanks for the ride on, Peter. And Ryan saying, for those who are well conditioned, do you still get DOMs after a hard, tiring race? If so, what is your typical recovery week look like? Well, for those that don't know, DOMS is delayed onset muscle soreness, and it often comes after you've done a hard, long workout where you've stretched your muscles, you've worked your muscles to breaking point. So there's lots of minor micro muscle tears which need to heal. And that's deliberate. I mean, often in training we do that anyway, so that we can eat protein and fats and make those muscles grow back stronger. My wife says I definitely suffer from DOMS. I do, but I get over it. I'm fairly good at getting over it fairly quickly. And also it's called delayed onset muscle soreness because sometimes the day after your marathon, you might actually feel all right and you might go out for a run. But then the day after that, that's when it really hurts. And Dean says his two boys don't allow him any recovery at all. Do you know what? I think, you know, having run for quite a number of years now and doing quite a lot of distance, I tend to recover fairly quickly. So I think I could do a reasonably paced marathon once a week. I think. I'm not sure, but I could certainly run a marathon once a week. It might not be amazingly fast, but I could do it. Whether I couldn't be competitive every week. So but I think if I went for a really, really hard marathon or a really, really well fought ultra or like a 100-mile race over tough terrain, I think I'm looking at a month or so of not quite so hard running, and basically lots of sleep and lots of good food, lots of eating, lots of protein, lots of fats, just to get that body repaired. Sleep and eat. That is the best thing you can do. Hello DIY Tech Repairs from Sweden. And the moon is out in Sweden. Looks like today is probably the last day of lovely warm sunny weather here. It might be sunny, but it's going to get a lot colder in the next few days. And I'm running the Beachy Head Marathon on Saturday coming. So that is a 26-mile trail run over the hills of Sussex. And I don't know if you've ever seen films of the White Cliffs of Dover. Well, often the White Cliffs of Dover are not actually used to represent the White Cliffs of Dover in the UK, and they use the White Cliffs near where I live, here in Sussex, at a place called Beachy Head. There's a famous red and white lighthouse at the foot of Beachy Head, and there's a group of small hills called the Seven Sisters, because there's 7 of them. And we finished the run running over those 7 sisters along the coast. It's a very spectacular finish, but when you're on tired legs, thanks to the ride on Mark, when you're on tired legs, that hurts. So we are up now for the second set of 800 meters, and we're going to run at 10.9, and for some reason my treadmill has decided to die on me, so I cannot speed up. Although I've sped up on the treadmill itself, the connection between the treadmill and Zwift seems to have died, so we need to just go into I just need to go into my settings and repair the treadmill, so I'm going to fall behind, but hopefully I'll be able to catch up a bit. Bear with me a second. There we are, we're back. That wasn't bad, was it? Just fallen behind a little bit. So let's just bump up the pace. 7 seconds behind the front of the B group. So let's just catch up. Technical dropout is what they call that. Nice view of the lake there, and lovely views there of the skyline of modern, futuristic New York. There we are. Go back down again now. So sorry about that, everyone, if you were following me along, running with me. I suddenly disappeared. Ryan says he wanted to ride his bike to work, but his legs and his thighs said no. But Ryan, what have you done recently? What did you do? Sorry. Yeah, I usually ride the small ring as well. I did go out on my bike today with my children, and that was a small ring ride. Yeah, what have you done that's done your legs in, Ryan? Have I not been paying attention? Russ Crowder says food and sleep is king. Absolutely. That's the message. What are your thoughts on the New York course, by the way, everyone? If you haven't told me before, let me know what you think of it. Let me know what your favourite parts are. There's quite a few videos out there now with people doing reviews of the course, including me. So what Ryan says, 1:58.10 hills. Was this a race or was it a training session? 1:58 sounds like a half marathon, is it possibly? So, Ryan, you may have told me all this and I've just completely forgotten. I'm so sorry. Right, coming into the end of this set now, and we're going a bit faster. 11.2 kilometers an hour for the next 800 meters. So here we go.
Jack it up.
Notice on the left hand side where the instructions are for the workout, I've got 3 yellow stars. The aim is to get a yellow star for every segment that we complete. And to do that, we have to do the segment as written perfectly. Now there is a little bit of leeway, as you'll notice, because you see I sprinted at, I didn't sprint, but I ran at 14 kilometers an hour for about a minute to catch up with everybody. So I think possibly if you ran at a minute at a slower pace than was required, you might not get your star. As it was faster, and I may have got away with it. But the idea is to get all your stars so you've completed the segment correctly. Look at those buildings. Really good. Yeah, half marathon. Okay, Ryan. And elevation gain of 135 meters. Yeah, not too bad. Well done. Just keep doing those, and after a while the DOMs will get a lot less, I can guarantee you that. Thing is, you just go faster and harder. So, you know, well, I suppose the DOMs wouldn't get any less then. If you went the same pace, if you did 1:58 for your next half hilly marathon, then you probably wouldn't get DOMs as bad.
Check it out.
So, good group sticking together. Let me just send a message to everybody to say well done. Oh, I can't send messages because my keyboard keeps locking up. There we go. No, not that. What's the matter with this thing? Oh no, I've lost Bluetooth again, have I? No, it says I've lost Bluetooth again. Let's see if I speed up. Yeah, I've lost it again. That's a bit frustrating, isn't it? Must be something up with my internet connection tonight, because I keep losing the connection. So it may be a case of just jumping on the stride and getting that to work. Gonna have to work harder to catch everybody up again though, aren't I now? But I better get going and do it. Let's just see. My mouse. Menu. Pair. Search. My run. Okay. So we've got the My Run back. Catch up again. And we're speeding up to 11.5 for the next 800 metres. Ryan says he's doing the same course again in April, so he's going to have to start using the incline on the treadmill to get training for the hills. Okay. There we are. Back on track. Right, now I should start trying to message the rest of the group. Russ is saying New York's been a bit buggy since it started. I must admit, I haven't noticed. Maybe, yeah, like a few things like people running through the railings and stuff, yeah, I suppose so. But these things will get ironed out. What I'm loving is that, look at that. The glass road above us. Really good. Right, I am going to now see if I can message the rest of the group. No, something wrong with my keyboard. Oh. Didn't send, did it? Okay, 450 metres left at 11.5, and then we're going to get to our fastest 800 metres, which is going to be 11.7 kilometres an hour. Towards the end, we are going to do a couple of 200 metres at 13.3 kilometres an hour. Just a couple of little sprints. Okay, Russ is saying cycling have had quite a few bugs. Yeah, well, when I get my new shed, I will get my bike set up again and hopefully try and get some cycling done. I do miss it. I mean, I used to cycle all the time on Zwift until running came. When running came out, I basically just stopped cycling altogether. It's such a shame. So do we have, is that Jeff Partridge? We've got Jeff Partridge just behind me. That'd be great if we have. Lots of names I recognise down the list there. All doing well, all trying to stick together as a group. That's what Zwift's all about, group running. Bit of chat. And 100 metres to go, and then we're going up to our fastest 800 metre set at 11.7 kilometres an hour. Sussex Geezer, I love that name. Here we go then, okay. Through the green arch, a bit faster still. It is! Oh, excellent, Jeff. Nice to have you on board, buddy. I don't know, who'd have thought it? You and me, eh? Running on a treadmill indoors. Do you know what? I've never had a problem with the treadmill. I know I'm an ultra runner. I know I'm an outdoors kind of trail runner by heart. But I have never had an issue. I've never called it a treadmill. I've never had an issue with running on the treadmill. I've always found it to be a good bit of discipline, you know, teaching you good form, making you feel what it's like to run at a constant pace. And, you know, since I found Zwift as well, I love it, really love it. I've just raised my incline a little bit, just to go up a bit. Right, 500 metres left at this pace, and then we drop back down to 10.9. So kind of just a bit of a rest for 800 metres, and then we slowly creep back up again. I am watching YouTube chat, guys, by the way. If you want to say hi on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, nice to have you on board. Welcome to Film My Run. Welcome to Zwift. And we're running on this virtual world called Zwift, which is a new course called New York. It is New York, representation of New York, but a little bit different because it's like a futuristic version with flying cars and glass walkways, glass roads above the treetops and above the houses. And you can see it there on the right hand side of one of the roads. We're running around Central Park, and this is one of 5 courses now that you can run on in Zwift. We've also got London. We've also got Richmond, Virginia. We've got Innsbruck in Austria. And then we've got everybody's favourite, which is Watopia, which is an imaginary world. Completely imaginary. 200 metres left. Russ says he's not known anyone to dislike Zwift. Oh, I have. There are a couple of videos online of 1 or 2 people really slating it. But, you know, each to their own. Ryan saying, bit of news gathered from Zwift runners. John Mayfield has said that running plans are for running only and not meant to be done simultaneously with cycling training plans. He said even the 13.1 training.
If you are interested in running on Zwift, then you do need a few things. First and foremost, access to a treadmill. You may have your own, you may need to go to a gym, but it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use. Secondly, if you are on a Mac or a PC, you will need a foot pod, and that foot pod needs to be an Ant Plus foot pod. It needs to broadcast in Ant Plus. You will also need a USB stick to plug into your computer or Mac, and that will receive the signal from your Ant Plus foot pod. If you're using an iOS device, it could be an iPad, an iPhone, or even Apple TV, then you will need a Bluetooth foot pod, specifically a smart Bluetooth foot pod. You can get them from Polar, you can get a Stride, or you can get a Milestone foot pod. These all connect direct to your iOS device, so there's no need for anything extra. And that really is all you need to run on Zwift. So get that foot pod, get access to a treadmill, and we'll see you on Zwift very soon.
Hello, Jason from Lancashire. Jason Tapping did his first Monday Run Club at 5:30 this evening. Well done, Jason. Nice to have you with us. You will hopefully become addicted. Most of us are. And carrying on what Ryan was saying, he's basically saying John Mayfield, who is the main inventor of Zwift, has advised that basically don't try and do a cycling training plan and a running training plan at the same time, because they're both meant to be hard and it won't give you much time off really if you do both. But there will be a combo training plan for both running and cycling coming out in the autumn. No, autumn, yes, that's now. Autumn's now, Ryan. Or are we talking about next autumn? Oh, and Casey's got Dublin Marathon on Sunday and he's in the middle of taper madness. If you don't know what taper madness is, when you're training for a marathon, well, any race really, but you know, it's usually a half marathon or a marathon, and you've done the main bulk of the work for the last 2 weeks before your marathon, you generally start to do less running to give your legs a time to recover so they're fully fit and raring to go on race day. But for a runner, tapering can be madness because you desperately want to get out and run, but you know that you shouldn't. And you also get this feeling that, like, if you don't run, you're losing fitness. It's very difficult sometimes to not go and run when you're supposed to be tapering. There's one of the trams going underneath the roads. So good luck, Owen, with Dublin Marathon on Sunday. All the best. Are you going for a time? If you are, let us know what it is. Mind you, you might not want us to know what it is, so up to you. Some people are quite happy to say, oh, I'm aiming for 4 hours or whatever. Other people want to keep it under wraps just in case it doesn't happen and they don't have to explain themselves to everybody, and it all gets a bit awkward, doesn't it? Happened to me many times. So 100 metres left, and then we bump it up a little bit more again, and then we've got 200 metre stride. Hello, Karen. Karen gives me a ride, and thank you, Karen. Superstar. We love Karen. She's been leading runs on Zwift for a long time now. So an hour run, Well, an hour's gone by anyway, and we've done 5.6 kilometres, and we're just going up. So I think actually I've been sitting on the start line for a long time, haven't I? So I think it's counting that time. I don't think we've been actually running for an hour by any means. All right, so Owen is going to try for 3:59.59, sub 4 hours. Go for it, Owen. Just keep your pacing nice and steady. Don't worry about getting to halfway in 1:59.59. Seriously, 2 hours and 2 hours. Bang on. Just keep your splits really even all the way through. It's so tempting to go off too fast. Just to bag a bit of time or bag a few miles while you're feeling good. But that will come back to haunt you at the end of the race, I promise you. I absolutely promise you. Go out at the correct pace from the first kilometre and just stick with it all the way. If you get tired in the second half, then you know there's nothing you could have done about it, because if you went fast early on, you'd have still got tired. You just got more tired in the second half. If you go out bang on the correct pace, you're less likely to tire in the second half. And apparently John said this autumn, so very soon we should have training plans that are both cycling and running, and one day rowing as well. How about that? Cycling, running and rowing, it all in one brick session, provided you've got access to a rower, of course. So we're doing well. Everybody's together. Well, pretty much anyway. A couple of people just fallen behind a bit. Is that Anne Morris? About 49, 50 seconds behind. But look at everyone else, all within a second of each other. Really good. See if I can message anyone without my phone dying on me. Oh. Stop doing that. It's not working. I can't text because my keyboard on my phone is just playing up so much. Right, we are coming up now, 150 metres to the first 200 metre sprint. Give up. Just give up on messaging. It's ridiculous. My phone's just playing up. Okay, 13.3 kilometres an hour, and then a little rest, and then another 13.3 for 400 metres after that. I am filming Beachy Head, Simon, yes. Let's go. Stretch it out. Halfway through. Just going to breathe, just relax your shoulders, head up, keep good form when you're running, and just try and relax. There's the finish line. And it's down to 10.7 for the recovery. So next is 400 metres, so double that distance, 13.3 kilometres an hour. Good luck, Owen. Right, 100 metres of recovery. Go. And then we'll up it again. And there's no cool down. So it's just this sprint and then the end, pretty much. I need to start giving people ride-ons, don't I? Let's get up to speed. Where's my mouse gone? There it is. That's me. Can't give myself a ride on. Pretty much everyone. Okay, let's get to the end. Halfway through. 200 metres left. And once we've done this, it's literally 100 metres to the end, less than 100 metres, the finish line. No cool down today, so people should probably do their own cool down. Oh, and I've lost pace again now, which is just as well we're near the end, isn't it? So I can't slow down. So I'm just going to have to go to the end. Oh, that is the end. That is the end. Straight into the finish. Normally, we get a bit of a cool down, don't we? That was 38 minutes of running, according to my watch. We started at 7:30 this evening, and it's now 9 minutes past 8. So I'm still going. Oh my! Come on! Stop! 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 That's cheating. Can't do that. Can't do that. Okay. Now we've stopped. Sorry, everyone. I lost connection. So that's it. Now, there is also a bike ride now. So some people are getting off their treadmills and jumping onto a bike. And I've just realised we've only done less than 7.5 kilometres for Group B. That's unheard of. Usually there's at least like a kilometre cool down or something. I seem like I haven't really done enough. Maybe I should just run a bit more. I've got my Stride foot pod connected now, so let's get up to at least 8 kilometres, for goodness sake. Doesn't seem long enough, does it? Okay, yeah, some people are jumping off the treadmill and jumping onto their bike trainer, and they're going to be doing a bike training session, bike workout now with Tim. Tim Gross, who is leading the A group. So everyone's jumping off, and not everyone, some people are jumping off and doing a bike session. I haven't got my bike set up in the kitchen here. When I get my new shed, garden studio, as we're calling it, when I get that, I'll put the bike up and maybe do some more cycling at some point. So I'm not joining in the bike workout today. That felt like a very abrupt end. Normally we do have time for a bit of a cool down, a bit of banter afterwards. Not tonight. Right, let's just do 500 more metres. We'll get to at least 8 kilometres for the night. Lovely big sun behind the buildings in New York there. It's like a Sim City, isn't it? Sim City buildings. Not that I've ever played Sim City. So I hope you enjoyed watching Monday Run Club tonight. It was a really nice bunch of people. Got a good group to stick together there. That was good. And Jeff Partridge says, thanks, cheers Stephen, cheers everyone. His first Monday Run Club. Awesome, well done, Jeff. Thanks for taking part, buddy. See you again. B Ward just running past me there. And look on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see my heart rates for that session. So all the kilometres were done, apart from the first one, all kilometres done in the yellow zone, which is zone 3. So didn't do too badly there, not too strenuous. 200 metres left of running. Just cooling down, just chilling out, letting the lactic acid drain from the legs. Jeff just behind me there, proudly displaying the Welsh flag. So hopefully one of these days during Monday Run Club or Wednesday workout we'll get on the rooftops of New York, on the glass roads that go over the lake, over the trees and over the high-rise buildings. If you'd like to see it, if you haven't seen it, go and have a look at my video. There's 2 of them on there, but one of them's a nice short one. Quick guide to New York, or a quick tour of New York. Film my run on YouTube, go and check that out. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, guys, thanks very much. It really helps me out. And that is it. Let's call it a day there, 8 kilometres done. Nice round number. I should go and help put the kids to bed now. It's holiday time for the kids here in the UK, so they're all staying up late now and resisting going to bed. So I need to help the wife out get to bed. And that is Monday Run Club for Monday the 22nd of October 2018. Where's the keyboard? If you'd like to stick around, I am going to keep broadcasting, but I'm going to broadcast one of my videos for you to have a look at if you're that interested, if you're interested at all. Yeah, so I don't know how long it is. 10 minutes, if that, and then we'll say goodbye. So thanks for joining me for Monday Run Club. Join me on when are you joining me? Wednesday for Wednesday workout, and then John Hancock's running the park, of course, on Saturday. So that'd be good. And we will see you again. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Good evening. Welcome to Film My Run. My name's Stephen Cousins. This is the Mud Crew campsite. We are about to, well, not about to, in about 4 hours, we're going to start running 100k from here in Porthpean, all the way 50k to St Anthony's Head along the southwest coast path, and all the way back again. We start at 5 past midnight. You heard it right, it's the earliest morning start we'll ever do. Rock tape if you need it, the tailwind stand, Thai food, Cornish venison, pizza, and you can't do without a latte, can you? Apparently this is not a shed, it's a barn. Race briefing held in this barn here. Here we go with 100k on the southwest coast path. It's just after midnight. We've got a long way to go.
2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. There's a lot of nervous laughter going on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Okay, nearly 5 miles in. First checkpoints, just in case you really do need water.
Checkpoint number 3, 20 miles in. It's 10 past 5 in the morning. We've been running for just over 5 hours. Nice selection of food. It's time to go.
38 kilometres into the plague. The sun is just coming up, absolutely beautiful. That's the next checkpoint over there where the sun's shining on that town. And that sea is looking very inviting to me for later on. Claire Prosser in first place for the women's race at the moment. Four miles to go to the turnaround point at St Anthony's Head, and then we come back here for bacon butties. Come on. See you guys. Tim Cox, fresh from the Dragon's Back. Massive thanks to the volunteers, as always.
Running. Off. Get it done.
So from St Anthony's Head, 50k starts. And these are the 50k runners passing us now.
I didn't go for the bacon sarnie in the end, but I've got coffee. That's good.
So this lot are doing 20 miles back to Porthpean. 20 miles to go. This would be checkpoint 2, I think. Is it? Something like that? Portlow! I'm being attacked, but it's a good kind of attack. Loads of goodies on offer. I've been enjoying the Jaffa cakes and even a bit of flapjack today.
80 kilometres into the Plague 100k. 20 to go. We've done that in 12 hours, 55 minutes. Running quite well in the second half. Hiya, my legs are still feeling good and I've got no stomach issues. And look, I've got this beautiful scenery to look at.
What's your name? Nick. And love your videos, mate. Love your videos. Inspiration. So yeah, and enjoy the rest of your race.
Cheers, buddy.
All the best, mate.
Hey, how's it going?
Cheers, buddy. I'm doing good. Thank you very much. So we've got 11 miles to go from here. The last time I came to Mevagissey, apart from last night, was when I was 6 years old with my dad on holiday. So this place has got some memories for me. It's a lovely little fishing village, classic Cornwall. Just busy coming into this final aid station. 5 miles to go in the Plague 100k. So guys, thanks for all your work. I would really like the end to come now. Leg is gone, watch is dead, I'm really hot, and I've no idea how far there is to home. Done it! Really good from 50k to 90k and then just died an absolute death at 90 and oh, that was hard. What's superb about the Rat is that there are so many different races going on. It means that this campsite is buzzing with activity. If you're doing one of the races, the White Rat, the Red Rat, the Black Rat, or the Plague, and you come into this finish line here, you are guaranteed people cheering you. And that's the great thing about the Rat. I have thoroughly enjoyed this weekend. Absolutely fantastic. If you get the chance to come and run any of these races, do so. The Coast Path in Cornwall, well, I've spoken about it so many times, it's absolutely beautiful. You have to experience running on the southwest coast path in Cornwall or Devon or Dorset because you won't regret it. So Mud Crew have put on a wonderful event today and last night, and all the volunteers who manned the aid stations and cleaned up after us, and the medics and people providing the food. It's been a really wonderful weekend and I'm really glad I came. You should too. Come and join in the Rat festivities next year. From Film My Run, I'm Stephen Cousins. Take care. Bye-bye.